Home sweet home. Hopefully 4 nights. This is about as good as it gets. Right.
I won't hike 6 miles for many people. I'm going to do it.
Oh, well, thanks, Mike. Oh, God. How about that first damn cast?
Covered up one of the ship there. That's a beauty.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It is Memorial Day weekend of 2025. Friday. And trip number 5 for the year. So I'm right on track to hit my 12 trips for the year. So if you've seen my trip from back in April, trip number 4, on the back end of that trip, I drove north of where I was about an hour and a half and did a recon mission. And I'm back in that spot. The weather's cooperating the first portion of this trip. It's absolutely gorgeous today. Tomorrow should be gorgeous. Back end of the trip's going to get a little iffy. So if the weather cooperates, this is a 4-night trip. If it doesn't cooperate, well, probably going to have to cut it short because sitting under a tarp in the pouring down rain all day might not be the most enjoyable thing. However, I do have this guy with me. Mike is back with me, so if we had to sit under a tarp all day, he's a good person to have with me.
I can tell stories.
So, don't know if we'll have any beer, any bourbon, or any Jameson left by then, but we didn't carry that much in. But so this is a long hike in. We're going 3+ miles before the camping. So, but yeah, this trip's been on our bucket list for over a year. So we're finally making it happen. So hopefully the weather cooperates and we get that full 4 nights in and get our fill of it. This is a long way from where we live in North Carolina. We're way out in western North Carolina. So anyway, I hope you stay with us for this trip. It should be a good, memorable trip. We should catch, hope it doesn't jinx us, but a lot of native brookies. That's all we're chasing. That's all it should be up here at this altitude. So stay with us. If you like what you see, subscribe, give me a like, and we'll check in throughout the trip. There we go. And there's the creek. Home sweet home. Hopefully 4 nights. About as good as it gets here. Oh yeah. This is about as good as it gets. Fishing water for tonight. There were 2 cars at the trailhead. That is it. 2 cars. Memorial Day weekend. Life is good. Touch base later. are good. It's always amazing how this could get tangled up from just shoving it in a bag. Crazy.
You getting firewood right away?
I think I'm gonna chill. Chill, get the rod set up. Maybe have a little bourbon. Oh yeah, that's good and cold. Oh yeah, little bug life, you little midges. Oh yeah. Now Mike and I has already fished a little bit. I landed one, lost three, just 1 hour fishing. There's fish rising everywhere and bugs. He's been fishing, but I figure I just saw one rise, so I figure I'd throw out here 1 or 2 times. Yeah. Crazy.
Yes. So great fishing, great friends.
Same here.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Papa. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That was worth the price of admission.
Oh yeah, that's really good. And you know what? It's cold.
It's nice and good.
It's cold.
It's just a great payoff after you work hard for the day, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. Those other two cars at the trailhead, I guess they went all the way to the end somewhere. I don't know. Camping down further down, I guess. It's nice not to see anybody. Did the satellite text ever go through?
It said it did, but I don't know.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Nice, cool morning. So it was good to get our feet wet last night with, I don't know, I guess that was about an hour worth of fishing. So get the little action in and get us super excited. So it was great. I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Chris. What a beautiful spot, right?
Yeah, man. It's great.
Again. Just amazing.
Yeah, look at that. Beautiful spot.
I won't hike 6 miles for many people. I'll do it for you.
Oh, well, thanks, Mike. I'm glad to have you along.
Always glad to be here. Thank you. Let's get it.
So since Mike and I have never been down this trail, you know, did a little fishing by the campsite, so we're gonna hike on up the trail, hike upstream for a ways, figure out how to get back in this creek, because we don't feel like going on our hands and knees for about 50 yards to get to this creek, because it's nothing but roto down the cliff here. So that should be fun. But we'll check in later on with one of us landing our first fish. Oh, God. How about that first damn cast? Wow. First cast of the day. There he goes again. Wow. That was a pretty decent size. Pretty decent size. Second one, though, didn't seem... I wasn't too sure how that drift was going to go, but actually a really good drift. It was the same setup I had last night, purple chubby and rainbow warrior. There we go. I've actually hit both of those so far. Ultimately, I think the caddis is good, but is going to be the ticket because of what's flying around. But I'm gonna certainly start out with the dry dropper here in the morning. The water's colder. We hadn't seen anything rise by the camp today. We're about 1.5 miles from the camp now. There we go. Oh! Wow. A lot of fun. So much fun. There we go. All right, I got him that time. There we go. Let's see if I can keep him on. He's a little bit bigger. No, get out of there. Get out of there. All right. Off the board for the day. Nothing big. A little brookie, I don't know, about 6-7 inches. Let's get him back. Oh. All right. That's about as much fun as you can get. That's what you call constant action. Ooh, there we go. Another little bitty guy. Come on, throw that bug out of there. All right, that's only about 5 inches, I guess. Go! There we go. All right. Thank you. Go! There we go, baby. Oh! I couldn't tell. He may have hit the Rainbow Warrior. Just hit it so hard and pulled it under. It really was hard to tell what he hit. I think at first I thought it was the chubby, but he looked to be hook on the Rainbow. Here we go. Aggressive little fella there. little better. There you go, a little better size. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. I think he's... Let's see. Yeah, he threw it out. That's a beauty. I thought I could get across there. I'm sure I could, but I really don't want to swim today. If you don't know what chasing brookies is all about, that's native North Carolina brookies. This is what it's all about. Fishing is never boring when you're doing this, even if you don't catch anything. I think that one's a winner. Oh my God.
The picture looks delicious.
Creamy, the chicken and the beans. Woo! Just the first little taste. Well, so one just rose right into that little spot. So I might as well just hit that spot first, right off the bat. A little bit closer. Make that first drift count. Oh, that's right where he rode, and he nailed that caddis. That was awesome. That was so awesome. Oh, golly. Holy. Woo. Come on, that's a nice one. I cannot believe that. That is a rainbow. Oh my gosh. A wild bow out here. Look at that. Nice. I wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that. All right. Go get bigger, buddy. All right, what was that? 2 casts? 3 casts? All right, good sign. Let's try this again. It's crazy how many bugs are flying. It's insane. Looked into another little small brookie there. Hit the dry fly again. All right. Cut him loose. Go get bigger, buddy. Hey, good morning. It's day 3. Sunday before Memorial Day. So, had a little rain last night. Actually, it moved us into the tent at about 9:30. Went into my tent. Mike went in his hammock. Light rain. We're like, I would just hang out by the fire. And then it just started getting a little heavier, a little drizzle. Because we got good camp spots with great canopy. And so that helped for a while. But then it started getting a little heavier. So we decided to call it a night earlier. So, on and off rain throughout the night. Not heavy, light. You can actually look under some of the trees and some of the rhododendrons close to where the campsite is. It's still pretty dry. You can see that the leaves are still light colored instead of dark colored. So, it's a little before 8. Kind of navigate through the mud on the trail. Go get our food bags. Actually, here they are right now. We found an ideal tree going across the trail. So why not make it hard for ourselves? So that was pretty easy, I'm sure. We've seen a couple of random hikers and other campers over the last couple of days, and actually ran into one fisherman hiking out yesterday. So, I'm sure some people laughed a little bit by it, and then I guess our campsite's about 100 yards down the trail, then down closer to the creek. So, chunked a big rock up there, and it's worked out really nice. So, it's not raining at all this morning. You can see a pretty big drop off there. I don't know if we can get around that, but I think today, because it is supposed to start raining pretty heavily, we're probably just going to get in the creek and see how far we can get. We've come across some places this weekend and where we've had to just get out. I mean, too deep of pools, no way to climb around it and get out of the creek, and go back up a little bit on a trail and then figure out how to get back in. So, but that's been a lot of fun. But that right there, we can't see that down from the camp. We fished up only about 25 yards each night, and so we'll see. Hopefully that's not all the way across and we can get on the side and fish on through there. So we'll see. We'd like to go up further, but we'll see. We might even do that. We might even do a day hike back up there. We got all the rain gear, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll check back in later. Let me get time to get some coffee and breakfast and figure out what we're going to do. All right, check back in later. Mike and I have hiked in about 1.5 miles, and we fished this yesterday, so we figured we'd fish it again before we continue our journey just for 15 minutes. We were both productive. His first cast, he caught one, so I was able to get a snapshot of it for him. So let's see what happens. Starting out with a light colored 16 elk hair with a Prince sniff. Same thing I had on last night, so let's see what happens. Make a good first cast. There we go. Hey, move to your left 4 feet so your drift is more natural. You could even go more, and so you're not pulling it. Yeah, I could see that time.
Took the nymph.
Good hook set, man. Good one, man. Oh, another long distance release. I've had a bunch of those. Switch to a blue wing olive. The bugs are similar to that one. This one's got a little white parachute on top. Oh, I did it again. Impatience, impatience, impatience. We all know you got to be patient fly fishing. Don't get excited. Just keep the cool. Pay attention. Thank goodness I didn't lose that one again. Decent fish. Got him on the purple haze. Come here. That's the most colored up one of the trip there. That's a beauty, man. Purple haze again. What do we got? Trees, everything hanging over. Trees. Another little guy, but a lot of fun. There you go. Go back, buddy. Get bigger. Get bigger. Oh, got it. He was right. He was right at the fall. He's a little bitty guy. Tell you one thing, today the colors have been much more prevalent. See if I can catch that one that just rose. Yep, got him. That was cool. Oh, let him get away. He jumped to get that bug, and I threw right behind him and bam. I think there's another one. What a great weekend, huh, Mike?
It was all right.
Yeah. Well, hey, good afternoon. Actually, not good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, man, Mike and I have had such a great time, and yeah, what an amazing experience. So where we are, certainly not going to tell you, but it's been on my bucket list in here in North Carolina to come out to this area and fish this creek for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And I've been just hitting other areas because this is way out from where I live. Mike discovered it through a friend that he was playing golf with one day, and he asked me about it. I said, yeah, I know the place. I just hadn't been there, but I do want to go there one day. So that's where we've been hanging out here. This will be the night 3. Yep. So the trip was planned for 4 nights, and yeah, we have both of us have Garmin reaches. Mm-hmm. He's texted his wife. I've texted my wife. We got weather forecast there. Yeah. We also used our app, our Garmin, to get the weather forecast. They all synced up pretty good. Yep. We ended up having a great day. No rain today at all. Yeah. So the forecast got better. And then, yeah, as we expected, you can see we're sitting under a tarp with my cool string lights I bought a couple of years ago.
Saturday Night Fever over here.
Yeah, so it's not raining at the moment. It did stop on us, but we got back to the campsite just in time. And it got super dark about 7, and yeah, we got a fire going, but it poured, absolutely poured. But under the tarp here, we just eat dinner. We finished off all our beer. Now we got to finish off our bourbon because we don't want to pack any of this stuff out of here.
Right.
But yeah, you know, this has been hard work the whole entire trip. I mean, getting into the creeks, crossing the creeks, hiking up further on this trail and stuff. So yeah, it was just about enjoying each evening. So, you know, some of the, you know, videography and me showing what I normally do. Mm-hmm. It was just all about relaxing, and we were in the bed 9:30 last night, mm-hmm. 10 maybe the night before, only just because we packed in and we wanted to fish a little bit till dark. But it's been a good few days and so forth.
We figured out how far we've walked so far.
Yeah.
Cumulatively, it's just about 17 and a half miles.
Yeah. So think about that.
Yeah.
About 17 miles over the last few days. And some people might say, it's not a big deal. But climbing over boulders, crawling under rhododendrons, getting in and out of the water, trying not to bust your ass, which I did do that once and got good and wet down to my waist, but that's just part of it.
Yes, it is.
That's just part of it. So how was the fishing today, Mike?
I texted my wife and said, this is the most prolific day of fishing of my life. Now, as you know, it started with catching one on my first cast.
Yeah.
and then saying, well, if that's it for the day, I'm good.
Yeah.
It was not it for the day. I don't know how many fish I caught today.
Yeah.
It seemed like every run, every scene was either a hit and you lost them, or a hit and you landed them.
Yeah.
Some were landed with more splendor than others.
Yeah.
But what beautiful fish. All brook trout.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable how beautiful they are.
Yeah, it's pretty special to finally come up here and see how many fish are just everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, we went way up today, and yeah, Mike was just landing them just crazy, and then he happened, I didn't know this at the time, but we stay separated because it's not a real wide creek, and so I said, you go up, I'm going to start here, and then let's just meet up at 3. So I was coming around kind of an area pretty difficult to navigate, and finally I get to this spot and I'm like, okay, I can stand here, and I just started fishing. And little did I know, Mike was watching me the whole time because he had enough. He was ready to eat. Yep. So I'm sitting there fishing, and it was literally every cast until I got from up to where he started yelling at me when I kind of got around the corner and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty special for both of us today.
It was beyond special. What I saw Chris do in the 40 minutes that I was just appreciating watching a master technician fly fish, I used the word unbelievable to myself I don't know how many times, because I was just watching and saying, he just set the hook again. He just set the hook again. Here comes the net. And it was just time after time after time, and it's just unbelievable. It's a credit to Chris. It's a credit to the stream and the conditions and the fish. I mean,
they're so beautiful. I mean, we're catching small fish, but the native brook trout, for all of y'all out there that chase them as well, they're just a special fish. Beautiful fish, super aggressive. I mean, so many times for both of us.
I had a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know that the fly hit the water.
Yeah.
And the fish came and jumped out of the water. Now, unfortunately, he missed the fly.
Yeah.
But I didn't miss seeing him come out. And I was like, what just happened?
So, yeah, that was hilarious. I wish I would have seen that. But let me tell you one thing that happened. So I was watching Mike, and I think I got a little video of him, fishing and stuff. So I'm like, hey, so we were like, okay, let's move up. This was yesterday. And he's getting out of the water. His fly gets caught he's doing a dry dropper. His fly gets caught into the edge of the branch. The dropper is still sitting in the water. And I'm like, Mike, you got a fish. No, I'm caught. I said, no, you have a fish. The dropper the nymph was barely sitting in the water, and the brook trout hit it, and it's sitting there hanging. The craziest thing I've ever seen. I wish I had that on film, but I don't. But that was the craziest thing I ever saw.
Chris looks at me and goes, well, you got to go out there and get them.
Yeah, he was ready, and he had to go out there, get it out of the tree, and, of course, make a good release of the fish.
Here's why there's so many fish here.
Yeah, the bug life out here is insane. It is really good. But yeah, we've had a really good trip. A lot of good laughs.
Oh, my gosh.
Just been hanging out here, under here. I mean, pouring down rain for about an hour earlier, but this is good to have this to hang out under. But
heck yeah.
But I tell you, one of the cool things that I use the All-Trail apps, and I get a premium version. I get it a couple of years ago, and I would use it, but kind of haphazard, because a lot of places I go, I know them, and maybe I turn it on for a while and say, oh, that was 1 mile in or 2 miles in or whatever. Well, for this trip, every single day I left it on the whole entire time on my phone. And it's so cool to go back and look at it, see where we went, see all the trace backs.
but it actually helps you as you go. There's a lot of other trails around here, but just seeing, okay, how much further do we need to go? Looks like another mile maybe. But so if you don't use some kind of map program like that, I know there's other apps out there, but it's been really helpful to us.
Yeah, this trip, it was like today we hiked in a long ways, and part of it was a pretty steep gradient, and it was nice to look at that and say, okay, we're at the top, and it's downhill from now, and then it flattens out. And then when we were coming back home, you're tired. It's a long day. I think yesterday we fished, I think it was 9 hours. Today was over 7 hours.
Yep.
So we're putting in the time. And when you're climbing back out of these places, you're tired. I don't care who you are. To be able to look at Chris's phone and go, all right, we got one little more section, and then we're down, and we'll be on our way back to camp. It's really helpful. Yeah,
it was.
And it was nice to know that if we got turned around, which we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't this trip.
All Trails was great. It was really, really useful.
Yeah, because when you have a premium version, you can download the maps, whatever maps you need. Yeah. And I know the second trip I took this year, if I wouldn't have downloaded, and I've downloaded 3 maps for that trip. If I wouldn't have downloaded those maps, I don't know if I would have got, because you'd get to these intersections, kind of like out here. And so that was actually really good. So.
Yeah, that was really helpful. I mean, think about it. Yesterday, we weren't sure if we were going to do what we were going to do today because we had never been out there.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we wanted to hike that far back.
Right.
And again,
we're sure now. I'd go do it right now.
Yeah, we would do it again. That's for sure. That's for sure. And hey, some of y'all, you'll probably notice it. So yeah, I hope you notice. A few of y'all that's been out here, notice you know how good the fishing was. I mean, from my perspective, going to other places here over the last 6 months, I don't really see any impact of Hurricane Helene. So if anybody is trying to think, is it going to fish well? It's been 2 years. I haven't been there since, 2 months before Hurricane Helene came through. I mean, we don't see where there was any, major downfall that was new or any kind of issues.
No undercut banks, no flooding that you would go, wow.
Yeah.
We've gone to some other streams where the Helene impact is like, whoa, this is not the stream we fished before.
Yep.
But here, it's pretty clear. They got off pretty easy.
Yeah, it was nice. Fishing was amazing. So it was really good.
Fishing, greatest day of brook trout fishing of my life.
Yeah.
And that includes all the years I fished in the year.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Nice.
And can we talk about the different flies we had to use? Or
give
that away?
No, I mean, for others that know where we fished, you'll recognize some things. It's good to know that. Yeah. What were you successful with, Mike?
I was most successful with stuff that doesn't work on other brook trout streams. That was the amazing thing was, yellow Sally's, I think everyone knows, that's a pretty good fly to use for brook trout. Up here, purple and blue, at least for these last couple of days.
That's what we both used a little bit of that, quite a bit.
I mean, I was using, and I'm happy to tell everyone this, that I caught some fish on flies that I tied myself, which is a huge thrill. Yeah. And they were, little Frenchies, size 18, with a little bit of purpley blue flash up top, and black bead.
What dry flies were you using today on top?
So up on top today, I had either an elk hair caddis or a chubby. And then at the end, I had like a clink hammer kind of thing. Just because it was getting a little darker out. And I needed that white so I could see it. And I would say, of all the fish I caught, it was probably 60-40 that they took the nymph over the dry, which is a little surprising. But boy, when they take that dry, boy, they
were aggressive.
They are after it.
Yeah,
What
yes.
about you? What were you using?
Yeah, yesterday I kept the same thing the entire day.
Yeah.
I had a purple chubby with a rainbow warrior. They hit the purple chubby several times, and I think I maybe only landed one on that. But the rainbow warrior was the one, they were hitting all on the dropper.
Yep.
And then today I kind of experimented a little bit up front.
Yep.
I fished late yesterday with an elk hair caddis and a Prince Niff dropper, and both of those that I caught last night were on the elk hair caddis. Started with that today, caught a couple of that, lost it in a tree, switched to a blue wing olive dry, caught a couple with that, and then I had a little bit of lull, and I said, I'm going back to my purple stuff.
Yep.
So I pulled out a purple haze, dry only, and yeah, they just absolutely killed it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm learning that purple of anything. I mean, I've been fishing the purple chubby for a while, and I catch a lot just on the chubby itself. And then I tied up some purple haze about a year ago, and I fished them a little bit in the Smokies. Wasn't real successful then, and yeah, that's what I fished. After the BWO, I fished that purple haze, and it was just nonstop.
Yeah.
It's a good floater too, obviously, but yeah, that was good. So that was really, really good. So, but well, man,
Great trip.
yeah,
I can't wait for the next time we come back here.
yeah, Mike
And
and
it
I,
better be soon.
yeah, Mike and I are definitely going to come back here. There's no doubt. We think we're actually going to hike back even further
Yep.
than this spot. And by the way, this was a little over 3 miles to get to where we are
Yep.
right now. So not a short hike,
Nope.
but we think we're going to probably go about another 1.5 miles in the future,
Yep.
just so that we're further back. And then yeah, we can come up and go back, but just to get further back.
Yep.
So I think that's what we'll do in the future. So, but thanks again, man.
Thank you.
For coming along.
Always having me along. I appreciate it.
I like to do this by myself, but I think this is number 5. We went through it today. This is number 5, Mike and I. So we have a good time together.
The Mike Files.
Yeah, the Mike files. So we have a good time together and so forth.
It's a great time. It really is.
But hey, I want to close out the night. So thanks everyone for being a subscriber and commenting and liking and so forth. Last week I hit 1,000 subscribers. So man,
Woohoo!
that was a pretty cool thing. Yeah, didn't think that would really happen. I was posting these videos for myself, grandkids in the future, and my mom and dad just absolutely love watching them and so forth. So that's kind of how it started. Just kind of leave something for people to watch and so forth, mainly my family. But hey, thanks a lot and so forth. Pretty cool thing. So
just know you're following and subscribed to a man who's got a heart of gold and loves being outside. And your time
he's too
spent
nice.
watching his videos, you can't get a more genuine, great guy than this guy right here. So
thank you, man.
on behalf of his friends and family for supporting him in all this. It's great.
Thank you, man.
It really is. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bourbon.
Cheers. A little bourbon for me, a little Jameson for Mike.
Can't go wrong with the J-Mo.
Mm-mm. Thanks a lot. We'll close this out sometimes tomorrow. Probably hiking out in the rain, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully the rain won't come.
All right, hey, good morning. This trip is done. And Mike and I made it back to the vehicle. Yeah, it rained on us all night, but we woke up to no rain. Got packed up real quick, and we're actually back to the vehicle. I didn't even look yet, but I think it's somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So, hey, if you've stayed with me this long, thanks for joining on this trip. A lot of more cool stuff coming in the future. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. And We'll see you in the next adventure. Take care.